Hello everyone. Today we will deep dive into what India can learn from America's branding, products and services. Have you ever walked into an Indian grocery store and wondered where the ideas for these particular products come from? Surprisingly, many of these ideas originate from America, a country that's perfected the art of product development. But America itself, a melting pot of global inspiration. Take a moment to think about this. How does a small idea inspired by a culture halfway across the world turn into the product that becomes a household name? And more importantly, what can India learn from this? In today's video, we will explore how America's approach to products, service, and culture can offer an invaluable lesson for Indian entrepreneurs. From the Starbucks story to American dreams, there are key takeaways that could shape the future of business in India. Let's dive in. Section 1, the evolution of American products. America's grocery store are a feast for the eyes. Aisles filled with colorful, eye catching products, all weighing for your attention. But did you know that many of these products are inspired by ideas from around the globe? One of the most iconic example is Starbucks. In the early 1980s, Howard, Mr. Howard was working for a small Seattle-based company selling high-quality coffee beans and equipment. They didn't serve brewed coffee until Mr. Howard traveled to the Italy. In 1983, while visiting to the espresso bar of Milan, Mr. Howard was captivated by the vibrant coffee culture. These bars weren't just places to grab a quick caffeine fix, they were social hubs where people gather, connected, and share stories over a cup of coffee. Mr. Howard was so inspired that he brought this concept back to the America, transforming Starbucks into the global coffee giant we know today. It's a classic example of how integrating global ideas can lead to the revolutionizing products. From a pizza to coffee, America has a knack for taking the best ideas from around the world and making them their own. As an entrepreneur in India, there are vital lessons here. Don't be afraid to look beyond the borders for inspiration. The world is your playground. Use it, create something extraordinary. Section 2, America's strength in product development. Now let's talk about something America does exceptionally well, product development. But here's the twist, America's might excel at products, but it's often criticized for its services. During my time in Canada and America, I wanted a consultant with a orthologist. To my shock, it cost me around 70,000 rupees, but that wasn't just worst part. Trying to book an appointment was a nightmare. The clinics only operated from 9 a.m. early in the morning to 4 p.m. in the afternoon with a 2 hour lunch break. Getting through on the phone was nearly impossible for me. And when I finally did, the earliest appointment available was 3 months away. It felt like dealing with the government office. And it wasn't just healthcare, whether it was restaurants, hotel, or even customer service hotlines. The general sentiment was the same. People seemed disinterested and frustrated with their job. This lack of enthusiasm translated into the poor service experiences across the board. But here's where it gets interesting. Recognizing the limitations in their service industry, American entrepreneurs have poured their energy into perfecting the products, and they have done an outstanding job for that. From optimizing test to enhancing the performance and aestheticism, American products are second to none. Even something as simple as rice crisp twist have been engineered to be irresistible. The takeaway for Indian entrepreneurs, focus on creating products that are so good they speak for themselves. And remember, even if the service aren't perfect, a great product can still win the day. Section 3, the art of packaging in America. One of the first things you will notice in America grocery store is the packaging. It's not just about what's inside the box, it's also about how that box is presented to the consumers. The unhealthy snacks are made to look healthy, and the healthy options are packed like candy. It's all about catching your eye catching and making you reach for that particular product. Unfortunately, India has a lot to learn in this area. Take a look at any Indian grocery store and you will see what I mean. The packaging often lacks the flair needed to attract the consumer, while there is a niche market that may appropriate the simplicity. For the broader audience, appeal is crucial. For Indian entrepreneur, the lesson is clear. Invest in packaging. A well-packaged product not only attract attention but also boost sales. It's also making your product impossible to ignore. Section 4, power of optionality in American market. Walk into any in American grocery store and you will be overwhelmed by the sheer number of options. Want almonds? How about blueberry flavor almonds? Need a coke? You got options: cherry flavor, vanilla flavor, or even raspberry spiced flavor coke. The variety is endless. This optionality reflects the prosperity of country. There is a correlation between the number of choices in a store and the GDP of nation. But why don't we see the same variety in India? The answer lies in the economics of product development. Creating a new product line is expensive. You need to ensure there is a customer base for it before you invest in that particular production. In America, there is an audience for everything. Thanks to the country's high disposable income, people are willing to spend little extra to try something new. This creates a fertile ground for innovation and variety in the marketplace. As India's economy grows and disposable income rise, we will likely to see a similar expansion of options in our grocery stores as well. The key is to anticipate this trend and be ready to meet the demand for variety when it comes. Section 5, dignity of labor in America. One of the most striking culture differences between America and India is the concept of dignity of labor. In America, there isn't a massive status gap between a barber and a software engineer. Sure, there is some difference, but it not the pronounced as it is in India. In India, jobs like being barber or petrol pump assistant often come with stigma. They have seen a less prestigious, and those who perform them are sometimes treated as second class citizens. But in America, work is seen as path to personal independence and success regardless the job. There is a strong culture of individualism where every type of work is valued as a contribution to the society. This is also reflected in the entrepreneurship spirit in America. Someone can start out as a barber and eventually build a premium barber shop, gaining respect and recognition along the way. The same applies to the tailors, chefs, and other in the service industry. Entrepreneurship is the key to elevating any job, turning into something cool and respectable. For India, adopting a similar approach could bring about the culture shift that values all forms of work. It could also encourage more people to pursue entrepreneurship, creating a more dynamic and inclusive economy. In my conclusion, the American dreams as a branding exercise, all of these lessons, America's product innovation, respect for label, and power of optionally and invisible packaging are part of the larger narrative known as the American dream. It's one of the greatest branding exercise the world has ever seen. The American dream is about the belief that anyone, regardless of where they were born or what class they belong to, can achieve success through hard work and determination. These ethos have been spread across the globe, largely through the power of American media and intellectual property. But here's the thing. While the American dreams has inspired millions, it's not entirely true. For every success story, there are countless others who don't make it. Media versions of America is often more glamorous than the reality itself. Yet, this narrative can work wonders for America, attracting the best and the brightest from around the world, including India. It's driven by the relentless focus on innovation only, entrepreneurship, and storytelling as well. And that's why storytelling and branding are so crucial. They are not just about selling products or ideas, they are about shaping perceptions and creating a vision that people can rely on it. India may not have Disney to tell story, but they have talent and technology and the device to create something even bigger. The time to start is now. If you found this insight valuable, don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow entrepreneurs, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Let's build the Indian dreams together. Thank you.